Well, first of all, when you're 16 and you buy a car, you can't afford to pay anybody to fix it, so you have to learn how to fix it yourself. So I had a Plymouth Coupe for about 6 months until I blew the motor, and then I scrounged up a 31 Model A sedan, and I had that all through high school, and it became pretty famous as far as around my local area, Montebello, Pico Rivera, and Whittier. And then I.
What did you do to that car and what kind of tools did you have, or you know?
Well, I had just the basic Craftsman tools or whatever, and like for example, one time one of the starter Bendix bolts came out of the starter in this Model A. Well, that bolt gets down behind the flywheel in that cast bell housing, and it's all one-piece bell housing. The only way to get that bolt out is to pull the engine. Well, I don't have any. My mom's garage don't have any reinforcing beams. I don't have a chain hoist or anything like that. So I went down to the gas station where I used to pump gas for 50 cents an hour, and I asked the mechanics in the back if I could use a corner of their shop and their chain hoist and some of their tools to pull my engine. So you got to pull the headlight bar, you got to pull the radiator, you got to pull the hood on a Model A, and you got to pull the engine out, take the flywheel off, get that bolt out, put it all back together, and they let me use their stuff. It took me about 2.5 days. So then I went from that 31 Model A, which everybody knew me all over everywhere with it. And it had a stock Model A engine, all freshly rebuilt, and it had Plymouth bumpers, and you know, it was tricked out, you know, a little bit here and there in body work and stuff. And I got a 40 standard two-door sedan. I guess you'd probably call that my first hot rod. It came with a flathead, and it was a stalker, and it had a Edelbrock Slingshot 297 carburetor manifold on it, and I took it down to Santa Ana and ran it at the 1954 Santa Ana drags. I got footage, 8mm, you know, of Art Crispin and the surfers and all these guys running their cars. Plus, our club was called the Gaskets, and they'd let you run 3 and 4 cars at a time, side by side. And so I got footage of a 38 Buick Coupe with a straight 8 that had dual Oldsmobile carburetors on it with headers, a 53 CAD convertible that was a brand new car, basically 6 months old. It had a Tommy Baker built Cadillac in it with a Vertex mag and multi-carburation and the whole 9 yards. And there was a 40 Mercury sedan and my 40 sedan, all in this one drag race. And it's so funny is because the Cadillac goes down the strip first and it wins the race. Then they come back and pick up the Buick coming through, and then they come back and pick up me following the Buick, and the Mercury was the last car on to get to the quarter mile.